Welcome to another episode of Drunk Guys on Chick Flicks, the podcast that's neither naughty nor nice. It's just nothing. It's nothing.
Oh.
I'm your host, Matt, and with me, as always, is your co-host, Garrett.
Hi, I'm Garrett.
Garrett, what are we watching this week?
This week, my clean sweep continues, and we're going to watch The Holiday from 2006.
That was kind of a rhyme. This week, my clean sweep. I thought you were going to get into a mad flow or something.
Do you know how rhymes work? Do you know how they work, Matt?
I know that they have to have similar sounds to them and that they can... No, I don't know how rhymes work. Do you?
Yeah, I don't think this week, my clean sweep. Actually, kind of.
It's a slant rhyme, which is a thing.
Ooh.
This guy knows what... Okay, so we're watching...
Were you about to...
What?
Rhyme some more?
No, I was going to try, and it was going to fail.
2006's The Holiday.
Starring Kate Winslet, Cameron Diaz, Jude Law, and Jack Black. Odd choice. Jack Black's an odd choice to me.
I was talking about this movie recently, and reflecting on the fact that, Cameron Diaz and Jude Law, fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jude Law's dreamy and shit.
Also, Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet is a lovely person.
But I just mean,
why does Kate Winslet get Jack Black? You know?
Well, we'll find out, I guess.
He's really funny.
Is he?
You know? No, but I'm just saying, that would be the rationale. But, I know Jack Black.
That's never worked out for me, so... Tell me about it. Written and directed by Nancy Myers, who is our returning director / writer to this show.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. What else?
Do you not know? She directed What Women Want.
Oh, my favorite movie.
Yeah. It's not at the bottom of either of our... Oh, no, it's not actually on the bottom of either of our lists.
It's the second to last. I think on both of us. Really? What Women Want? Really?
She also directed Father of the Bride 1 and 2, Something's Gotta Give, and It's Complicated. She did not write What Women Want, but she wrote the rest of those.
I like Something's Gotta Give, I think.
I like Father of the Bride 1 and 2.
And Father of the Bride.
It's I've never... No, Something's Gotta Give is...
That's the...
With Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
Yeah,
although I don't love Diane Keaton. And she's isn't she the lead in that?
I love Diane Keaton from Baby Boom. Ooh, we're gonna fucking watch Baby Boom.
I don't know what Baby Boom is.
Oh, Baby Boom is a good one. Get ready for the Baby Boom.
Baby Boom, Baby Boom, Baby Boom.
Hey, baby, get ready for Baby Boom. Doom.
So why are we watching this, Garrett? Oh, wait, you already said that because you're a clean sweep. Yeah.
Yeah, my clean sweep continues.
You're a clean holiday sweep. When we get back to the regular movies, I'm in charge. Just remember that.
Yes, you will be.
Okay.
That's true.
So what are we drinking?
We are drinking from Two Roads Brewing in Connecticut. It's just Two Roads Holiday Ale.
Because it's the holiday, and we're watching... No, I mean, sorry. And we're drinking holiday ale.
Yeah, that's why I did this.
You did really great.
Thank you.
It wasn't low-hanging fruit at all.
It was actually the lowest hanging fruit.
The lowest of the hanging fruits?
I was like, okay, we're going to watch a holiday movie around the holidays. Oh, there's a movie called The Holiday. Oh, okay, good. Okay, we need a beer to go with the holiday movie. That's also
The Holiday. Oh, The Holiday.
Holiday Ale. Nailed it.
So that's good.
I think it's another kind of spicy, holiday spiced sort of ale. It's a little boozy. It's 7.3. It's not it's not... It's no barley wine.
Well, I've never had it, so we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Have you had it?
No, I'm excited for it.
Have you seen this movie?
I've seen parts of this movie. I don't know how it ends, though.
I've never seen this movie either. Well, I've never actually seen the whole thing. I've never seen parts of it. I know the basic premise, which is two women don't really love their lives, and they switch places and fall in love in the opposite person's place.
I think they like their lives, but there's they need to get away from their lives. And I think that's why it's
I thought they were disenchanted with their lives.
No, I think they just need. My concept is that they just need to get away, which is what a holiday is, right? I'm gonna take holiday. Oh, you sound like you're fine.
I think only one of them is British though.
No, but I'm saying if you take a holiday, right? It doesn't have to be.
Celebrate. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Madonna.
Madonna party?
Hey, you singing Madonna, bud? You singing Madonna over there?
Oh yeah, sure.
So I think it's more that that's they need to get away from their lives for a bit. I don't think they hate their lives, but and again, I've only seen bits and pieces of this movie, so whatever.
I feel like you're snowing me here. I think this is
snowing you.
Yeah, like a good old fashioned snow job. What?
That's hysterical, first of all.
That's a thing.
I don't know what's snowing.
Google it later.
Okay.
So yeah, the two women switch places and then like live each other's lives for the holiday, I Yes. I got to tell you, I'm not looking forward to this for multiple reasons.
I think it's kind of long.
It's 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is number one reason.
It's 2:30?
Yeah. It's going to be rough. Also, don't love Cameron Diaz, and I think we talked about this before.
I have no serious problem with Cameron
Also, Cameron
Diaz.
Diaz is back for the second time? She was in...
Third. This is third.
What was it?
Sweetest Thing,
Sweetest
The
Thing.
Other Woman, and
God,
now...
we just keep coming back.
Yeah. First Kate Winslet appearance.
She probably has a couple more in her.
First Jude Law appearance.
He's definitely got another one in him.
First Jack Black appearance?
Probably not coming back.
Can I tell you, I know that there's someone in this movie who we've seen before. Catherine Hahn.
Well, why would you spoil that for me? That would have been a nice
I know.
little surprise.
I remember her being in this
You
movie.
just fucking...
I love Catherine Hahn. She's great.
You're just a prick McGrick. I wanted to surprise myself with that.
Is this Catherine Hahn's second appearance, though, on the list?
Yes.
Just this and Bad Moms Christmas?
Yes, because last episode on Bad Moms Christmas, I was like, wasn't she in something else? And you were like, no, certainly not.
Oh, well, she's a second time and both Christmas-related kind of movies, sort of.
Sure.
They're holiday selections for us, for sure, both of them.
Oh, not the last episode. That was the first holiday episode we did. Last episode was...
Just Friends.
Just Friends.
Okay. Any trivia for this movie, though?
I'm gonna go light on this because we have a lot of movie to watch still. Not still. We have all of the movie to watch still. This film was apparently written with all of the leads in mind.
Oh, wow.
Like Jack Black his part was written for him.
Interesting. While we watch it, I'm going to look up like what this is before and after for him.
I'm also well, this isn't part of the trivia, and I actually don't think it was on the trivia page, but I think last time we did a Cameron Diaz movie.
Sweetest Thing, yeah. It was written for her, right?
She almost didn't do The Sweetest Thing because of this movie or something.
No. It was Gangs of New York, I think.
Oh, that's what it was. Gangs of New York. You're right.
They delayed shooting
Gangs of New York.
Sweetest Thing for Gangs of New York.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, man.
I feel bad about me. The other only thing that I have written down here is that the website that they... What?
Don't.
The website that they use to swap lives, homeexchange.com, is real. That's
really?
That's a thing that people could do. At the time, I don't know if it's still real. Should I check that?
Do you want to swap your 3-bedroom home for my 2-bedroom apartment?
Certainly not.
No, it's cool. Like it'll definitely feel like nothing terrible happened to it while you were gone.
Yeah, if you were in my apartment for more than like 4 hours without like my supervision, I would have to burn the whole fucking thing down.
It's true. Naked everywhere.
HomeExchange.com is still a thing.
Did you just pull up homeexchange.com?
Yeah, I wanted to see if it was still like a viable real website or if it like went into disarray. I don't know. Obscurity, yeah. Shut up.
Disarray.
Disarray is a thing.
God. All right. So I think we have.
I'm Garrett. I'm highly educated.
You proud of yourself?
I'm not proud of myself.
You're a real piece of shit.
Thanks.
So I think we have the same idea for the bet. So
show your work. What's happening?
My bet is I've definitely never seen the end of this movie.
Sure.
My bet is I've never seen the end of this movie.
Sure.
So I don't know like if either of them stays where they go or if they stay with the guy that they're like romantic with during the stay. Because we know like Cameron Diaz, Jude Law, Kate Winslet, Jack Black, right? Like we know that those are the setups.
What a kooky quartet.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So
yeah, that.
Do you want the bet to be whether or not? I don't know, because there's a lot of variables here, right?
There's so many variables.
Because the potential outcomes are Cameron Diaz stays in London, Kate Winslet stays in LA, or they all go to LA, or they all go to London,
or no one goes anywhere.
So
there's a potential that we can make a call here, and neither of us will be right. You know what? We'll do that.
Do what?
We'll do that. Because if no one's right, I think we have like the next movie planned out no matter what. No?
Yeah, but then what does the winner get?
The winner still gets like to choose the next holiday movie. Like when it comes up later.
You know what? Fine. Gentleman's agreement. The next bet, no matter what, is the next holiday movie is going to be Love Actually, right? The Christmas movie is going to be
I would
Love
imagine.
Actually, right?
We,
I think
we spoke about this.
We're
a bunch.
both on the same page about that, right?
Sure.
So let's bet if no one wins, it's still going to be Love Actually, and then we'll flip a coin for the next holiday movie or something.
Yeah.
And we'll otherwise, if one of us wins, then they get the next holiday movie. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Cool.
What do you think they do?
This is actually really hard. I feel... Wait, so we're... Okay, I need a clarification. I'm sorry. Are we betting just on if they end up with the people or if they go back to their respective places?
I'm saying respective places because I'm assuming that they're ending up with the people, but places is good because it's irrespective of whether or not they...
Sure, but... Okay, I'm going to say that everyone goes back to where they come from. And that's because...
Everyone or just Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet?
The two of them. And that, like, Jack Black may show up in London because he's like, well, I followed you back. Or vice versa.
Okay, so you think the two female leads are going to end up where they started?
Yes.
I think...
Methinks.
Methinks. Cameron Diaz ends up in L.A. And Kate Winslet ends up in L.A.
Okay, great. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
A gentleman's agreement. Huzzah!
Huzzah! A really weird handshake.
Yeah,
Do you always do that?
Yeah, I mean...
Like, we were making eye contact, and then when our hands touched, you looked away. Why is that? Why did you do that?
Just...
Stop rubbing your legs.
Just... Anyway. So
that's it. That's the bet. That's the beer. That's the trivia. I've heard this movie is like really great. And I've seen parts of it. It's cute. Like I hope I feel feelings and shit because we watched like two kind of like silly Christmassy movies.
We've watched a bunch of silly movies. Period. Like there haven't been very many like
seriouser,
more
seriouser.
Yeah, this is going to be probably one of them, right? I would imagine Jack Black's in it. It's not that serious.
I think it's like still like a cute rom-com, but I think it's much more like emotional than a lot of the movies we watch. So I'm kind of excited for that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, if you've seen The Holiday, keep listening. If you have not seen The Holiday and you want to watch along,
pause us here.
And we're gonna maybe have a drink or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or gauge yourself. It's fine. It's whatever. And as always, we're sorry for whatever happens next, but also Merry Christmas and.
We'll see you on the other side.
There you are. Merry Christmas, Matt.
I wasn't prepared for that.
Merry
you really
Christmas.
fucked me. Merry
Called
Christmas.
Called an audible.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Bitch. And we're back.
Hi.
What do you think of this movie, Matt? Broad strokes. Go ahead.
I didn't love it.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, I didn't love it.
Broad strokes, I liked it, but had issue.
Well, I mean, I had plenty of issue.
All right. Well, we'll get into the issue.
I love you. I love you.
We are in love. It's ridiculous.
We don't need to have a holiday from each other because we're just in love as it is.
Do you want to 3 sentences? This.
You go first.
Fucker? Okay. 2 women who like their lives but have had unfortunate encounters in love decide to swap homes for 2 weeks. Period. 1, a successful movie worker person,
trailer composer
from LA, and 1, a book editor / newspaper editor from London, decide to flip-flop and try each other's lives on for size. 2. That's basically the same sentence as 1. 3. Ready? Ready for it? Don't laugh at me. Don't you laugh.
Oh, cool guys.
3. Cameron Diaz, who is the movie person, falls in love with
Jiminy Black.
No, come on.
With Jedias Law.
Kate Winslet's brother, played by Jude Law. Kate Winslet falls in love with Jack Black in L.A. And they also find themselves, respectively, along the way. 3. That's it. That's the entire plot of this movie to me. Go ahead.
Two unlucky in love women decide to switch houses for an elongated period of holiday time.
Is that one sentence?
One sentence.
Okay, I just want to stop you there for 1 second. I feel like you used the phrase
unlucky in love.
love.
It's not hard to use that phrase in this.
It's a trope. All right, fine. Go ahead.
They assume each other's lives and run into other people in the others' lives that make them realize that there are better people out there than the people that they are trying to forget. Sentence 2. The remainder of the movie is far too long and spent endearing us to these relationships that have no point or place being in existence. And love ensues. 3.
I feel like we both did a particularly shitty job this time.
I gotta tell you, I had very little interest in this movie, and it's not because it's necessarily a bad movie. Like, there are definitely parts of it that I was like, oh, this is okay. Like, I can get behind the sentiment for this. But this movie is 2.5 hours, and it needs to be 1.5 hours. Like, there's so much silly bullshit that could have been cut out.
I feel like you kept complaining about this, and I just kept looking at you and saying, they're finding themselves.
You did, and that's not a fucking excuse.
I know it didn't make you feel any better, but I think legitimately, if you were just like, I don't know, I feel like neither of us like found ourselves super invested in it, but I feel like if you found yourself invested in it.
Stop saying find yourself.
If you found yourself finding yourself in a position to find oneself.
When they were finding themselves, you found yourself like finding yourself. That's what it sounded like.
But I think if you were to be more invested, I feel like neither of us got super invested. But I think if you got invested, this is like character development, you know? Like,
well, here's the other thing. I found it hard to be invested for several reasons. I don't like Cameron Diaz, and it's taken up until this movie.
But Matt, the sweetest thing.
It's taken up until this movie for me to decide.
The Mask. That's not on our list.
That she's a bad actress.
She's not good in this movie.
She's not good in most movies. Give me one movie where she's actually good. You can't. You can't do it.
No, I got this.
No, you can't. I'm going to continue on while you think. Jude Law has asshole face. I like him. I actually don't think he's a bad actor. I think he's got like resting asshole face.
I disagree with that entirely.
You disagree with that?
Yeah. The Cameron Diaz thing I'm still thinking about.
You're struggling with.
Jude Law, I think, is remarkably handsome and
I'm not saying
charming.
he's not handsome. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that like when he's not saying anything or like particularly like emoting, he looks like he's like plotting your murder.
I so heavily disagree.
Okay.
You know who I think has resting asshole face?
I mean, plenty of people.
From what women want. Yes, me. From What Women Want, the friend who's from Royal Pains.
Royal Pains.
That guy's got asshole face.
Yeah, I mean, so does Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, Mel Gibson does also, but that guy is like, there is not a scene where the guy from Royal Pains, from What Women Want, like,
his name is just Royal Pains.
There's not a scene that he's been in anything. Royal Pains, What Women Want.
That's it.
Royal Pains, where he doesn't, like, he could be crying at a funeral or like having sex and he's just got asshole face. Like, there's no range there. He's just got asshole face.
Maybe it's something about Jude Law, like in past movies that I've seen him in, that he's always just he kind of plays like a smarmy asshole. Like, have you seen I Heart Huckabees?
I've never seen it.
Oh man, first of all, great fucking movie. But second of all, he's like this smarmy fucking asshole in that, and he's the same way in fucking what's the movie with Natalie Portman and Julia Roberts and Clive Owen, Closer. He's also like an asshole in Closer. I mean, he's in a bunch of shit. I know. I'm just saying that, like, to me, he's got resting asshole face.
You know what he's not an asshole in?
What?
Enemy at the Gates. You ever see that? That World War II movie he did?
I believe I have seen that, actually.
Where he played Vasily Zaitsev, the famous Russian sniper. He fights Ed Harris. They have a sniper duel.
No, I've not seen it then.
It's incredibly good. And
I actually love Ed Harris.
That's a really great movie. You should watch that movie. He doesn't have asshole face in that movie.
I will say,
adorable.
What's her
and
name?
courageous.
Kate Winslet.
Yeah,
A delight in this movie.
she was. Oh, she's great to watch.
I think she's probably the best part of the movie. I mean, not the best part. Like of the main four, she's definitely the best part to me. And Jack Black, I guess.
No, he's good.
He's fine, but I just don't really. I don't think he could have been anyone. Like he could have been anyone, and the fact that it was written for him is weird to me.
I feel like he could have been anyone also, but it also, like a lot of the setups, like the scenes that he's in, it seems like it was very much intended to just be like, hey, and he could do like a funny Jack Black voice impression
that's
here.
when exactly when they're at like Blockbuster and he's doing the boo. I'm like, oh, that's just Jack Black being Jack Black, and I can't tell if that was written for him or if he was like, do you mind if I just like take a couple bars on this one?
For the record, I actually like didn't used to like Jack Black.
Oh, I actually really love Jack Black.
And over the past couple years, like especially like I don't know, Tropic Thunder and shit, I was like, fuck,
Dude,
this guy
Saving
is amazing.
Silverman.
Saving Silverman, true. Yeah, but then like School Rock, I didn't like.
School Rock's actually really good.
It's a good movie, but I remember being like, he sold out, man. No,
Sold out from what? From Tenacious D.
from Saving Silverman.
I mean,
Tenacious D.
listen, Tenacious D is great. I'm not shitting on Tenacious D. Let me clarify that.
Um,
Him and KG.
but yeah, I agree. He could have been anyone in this movie.
He could have been anyone.
That's fine.
I actually said it to you towards the end of the movie, but do you think if Jack Black ran into Kate Winslet today, that she would be like, "Oh, Jack, good to see you," or would it just be like, "Yeah, I don't even fucking know who you are"?
He'd be like, "Oh, Kate, hey, it's me, Jack." She'd be like, "I'm sorry,
I was in Titanic.
I was in Titanic. Were you also in Titanic? Oh,
You were not. Cheerio, then.
oh, you must have been one of the extras from Titanic."
Oh, you look like one of the bloated corpses. Mean.
He
Yeah.
looks great in this movie. Actually, I remarked on him like
He did look pretty good.
like, wow, Jack Black.
He looks like a normal guy. Yeah.
Hey, he is normal. Okay.
So we also had some weird cameos I didn't see coming in this movie. You mentioned not Leslie. Come on. She was in the movie Bad Moms.
Catherine Hahn.
Catherine Hahn, thank you. Catherine Hahn's in it. In the same scene, John Krasinski from The Office.
For 5 minutes.
Not even, for 40 seconds
Yeah.
total. And in the same vein, Lindsay Lohan and James Franco.
Yeah, they're in the trailer that she cuts together for that whatever that movie is.
I wonder if they even knew they were in this movie.
Sure, of course they did.
I don't know.
That would be hysterical though.
Oh, and also really funny is in the fucking video store, Dustin Hoffman.
I didn't catch that.
He's in it for literally a second.
What do you think that's about?
I don't know. Which I thought was funny. I don't know.
That is really, really incredibly random. I chose not to believe that it was actually Dustin Hoffman.
I said it to you, and you're like, "Wait, where?" And I was like, "I'm not going back. There's too much of this movie."
The Graduate, Dustin Hoffman. Outbreak, Dustin Hoffman.
Meet the Fockers, Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, I heard Huckabee's Dustin Hoffman.
Oh, his crowning jewel, Meet the Fockers.
Sure.
I thought the premise of the movie generally was like cute.
I thought, yeah. I mean, it's pretty standard.
I think they both like their lives, but they're looking to get away.
I disagree. Kate Winslet hates her life.
Well, no, I think she likes her town and she lives near her brother with her little nieces and like that's all cute and wonderful and like I don't know, but I think she just hates that she's like she can't break free of how she feels for this guy who's like clearly taking advantage of her for her editing and
what
shit.
a douche canoe, huh?
Jasper.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. I don't care for people like that. Although, and I will say, and I asked you this earlier in the movie, does it also make her kind of an asshole for knowing that she's the other woman and going along with it?
Kind of.
Well, because like it's sad because she's on the hook, like she's on the guy's hook for sure,
Right?
Which is sad, which sucks for her. But like she knows that this guy is dating this other girl, and she's just like, it's okay, I love him. So,
I would agree to a point. However, I think this is one of those scenarios where you can kind of say like the phone works both ways. So as much as she is shitty, he is equally, if not more shitty.
no, I mean he's a fucking garbage person,
Right? And like, I don't know. Like she wouldn't, if he wasn't like constantly talking to her and feeding into it, it's not like she'd be like after him if he was with someone. I don't think. Like that's not the vibe that I got from
She
him.
wouldn't be trying to get it, is what you're trying to say.
Sure, Matt. Getting it.
Getting it in.
Getting it. Any which way. So she, but you know what I'm saying? Like it seems like she's on the hook because he's keeping her on the hook.
Of course. Well, that's how that generally works.
It seems like she's genuinely like a pretty good person. And like, yeah, should she kind of like walk away from it even though like he's trying to keep her on the hook? Yes. But I think like it's incredibly difficult because they used to date. They were super in love. Or she was super in love with him.
Was that established that they used to date?
Yep. 100%.
Oh,
yeah. They used to date and then they like broke up and then he met this other woman who works at the same paper or whatever also. And, you know,
beep, bop, boop.
Beep, bop, boop, plot points. So, yeah, I don't know, but I mean, it's an interesting question. You know, I don't think she's a monster for it.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not saying she's a monster either. I'm just saying that like.
Well, I felt like I needed to defend her, so if you could get the fuck off her back.
Stop white knighting her, Garrett.
She has her own voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop white knighting.
I don't. There's another thing close to the beginning of this movie where like they do the thing where the woman like finds out that the man has been cheating on her or whatever, and both of them like close themselves in their houses and give themselves a good cry. And there's nothing worse to me than fake crying, like obviously cartoonishly fake crying.
I thought Kate Winslet's crying in the beginning was moderately believable, and then
it sounded like she was laughing to me.
And then Cameron Diaz's fake cry was like really bad, but then you find out that it was a fake cry. Like her character was fake crying because she hasn't cried since she was 16.
So was she fake crying in an attempt to make herself cry for real? Like that's what I didn't understand.
I don't know, dude.
I'm thinking too hard about it.
I think this is like, I think the best way to approach this is to just say, no way to know.
No way to know.
So
there's no way to know. No one could know.
No, I mean, yeah, but it wasn't super apparent to me that she was fake crying in the beginning of the movie.
Me neither. I thought it was just bad acting.
Until the end, and then you realize, like, so spoilers, she cries at the end when she realizes she's really in love with Jude Law.
With Alfie.
With Alfie. Good. And she's like, has to leave him, and she doesn't know when she's ever going to see him again. She cries. It's the first time she cries since she was 16.
Since the last time she saw Yanrog.
And I thought that was like kind of moving. The only thing that I didn't like at that moment, and it happens like 6 other times, and I think at like the first time it happens, it's kind of funny, and then it's awful beyond then.
What's that?
So her job is to like splice together movie trailers.
I fucking hated
So every time there's a slight development in her character arc, there's like in a world where Cameron Diaz's character wasn't in love. And it's always it always has that, what's the song? To Be Real?
To be real. Boom, got to be real. Got to be real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's that by, Garrett?
Didn't write it down. I'll never write that down. I feel like that's like something we should have written on the wall because that's in so many of these movies.
Got to be real.
Boom, 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 boom.
Just gonna keep going, huh?
Do you want to do a soundtrack real quick?
That's kind of what I was getting at. Who sang that song? Do you know?
No idea.
Did you actually not write it down? I read it to you.
No, and then I pretended to write it down with my hand. I like made a writing motion. But
Cheryl Lynn. Got to be real.
Gotta be real.
Got to be real. Got to be real.
Yeah, it's a great song.
It's actually a really great song. The Killers.
Killer, Mr. Brightside, right?
Which is also funny because Cameron Diaz like finds the CD when she's in London and she starts like rocking out to it.
Yeah.
And like putting a British accent on it. But Brandon Flowers is from Las Vegas.
She was finding herself, dude. Like, I don't know.
Stop saying she was finding herself. That's not a fucking excuse.
I'm not sure what you're doing here.
I don't know why you have to be this way.
I don't know. I like that scene though when she's kind of dancing and like singing by herself.
There's a lot of like really goofy shit in this movie.
She's like finding like
oh my god
herself. You know, it's like
and in a similar vein, I keep wanting to say Emma Thompson, and it's not Emma Thompson. Kate Winslet. Like turns on like the snooze alarm, whatever the.
Yeah, and it's Jet. Are you gonna meet my girl?
Right, and has a very similar situation where she starts like air guitaring and like singing along to it, and it's very, very hard to watch. Both of those scenes make me like mad about this movie.
It reminded me of
Women trying to find themselves.
No.
Oh.
It reminded me of like a scene I think from Bring It On.
Yes, it is from Bring It On. When Kirsten Dunst is dancing on the bed when she's listening to the song he wrote for her. Yeah, that's what it is. We gotta watch Bring It On.
Shit.
Dude. Shit.
You better bring it.
Oh, it's already been broughten.
Broughton.
That's from Scary Movie.
Broughton.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah, what else? Oh, it had like a weirdly dramatic soundtrack at points. So like that Frou Frou song, Let Go, which is on the Garden State soundtrack.
Which is...
Let go, let go.
Which is also... Frou Frou is Imogen Heap, and then Imogen Heap had another song on the soundtrack.
Yeah, I think that song... What was that song called? It was like...
The Frou Frou song? Oh, the Imogen Heap song?
Yeah.
Just for Now.
Just for Now, which is also like a weirdly dramatic song.
Yeah. And then there's like a bunch of Christmas songs in it.
The Frou Frou song happens like when Cameron Diaz is like first like kind of falling in love with Jude Law. Like she goes to the bar and meets with him and his friends, and like she has a wonderful time or whatever.
So what a great song.
It's a great song.
That entire look, I mean,
Garden State
the Garden State soundtrack is fucking incredible.
Frou Frou is also great, and Imogen Heap is like the solo act, and Frou Frou was like her group or whatever, but it's the same singer.
In case you guys didn't know,
Imogen Heap's fucking dope too.
Yeah,
but did you just do an engaging? I didn't know. Was that like making fun of me?
Yes.
Were you making fun of me just now?
Yes.
How would anyone know that without looking that up, dude?
I mean, there are probably people out there who know that.
I've never liked you.
That's mean. I
I
thought we were best friends.
I've never.
You were the best man at my wedding.
Co-best man.
Yeah, co-best man. Not even the main one, the secondary one.
Let's stop this. It's just getting hurtful. I've never liked you. So, the Frou Frou song is like super dramatic, but it's like it's when she's falling in love with him. So it's not like it seemed uncharacteristically placed. Like it was like it seemed like a really happy moment, and it was a really like deep song for the moment. And then the Imogen Heap song plays when
I don't remember the exact moment.
It's when Kate Winslet and Jack Black are like getting dinner or something, and Jack Black gets a call from Maggie, who is like the girlfriend he has, who is like treating him poorly and clearly cheating on him.
She's from
No way to know. Anyway, so he gets a call from her, and he's like
Rules of Attraction.
He's gonna like drop everything and like leave Kate Winslet and go see Maggie. And that's actually a dramatic moment. So like the dramatic song Just for Now actually kind of fit there. I don't know. Got to Be Real. Was there anything else?
That was pretty much it. I mean, there was some Christmas music, which ties us back into our holiday event month.
Oh God.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh God. Oh God.
I'm sorry, just the response. Oh God. It got me.
So I don't know. I think generally like I'm in the same boat as you with regard to like the length of the movie. It could have been 90 minutes.
I just remember about the time when like Jude Law and Cameron Diaz are like quote unquote falling in love. You yell and right at the same time, too long.
Well, it's just so slow.
It's
you
so
know?
slow.
There's like 5 minutes of Cameron Diaz walking to the house when she first gets to England, right?
And then like 5 minutes of Kate Winslet exploring Cameron Diaz's house.
And then the 5 minutes of Cameron Diaz exploring Kate Winslet, and then 5 minutes of Kate Winslet like swimming in her pool.
Right.
And like kind of like stretching her wings.
And like learning that, oh, these shutters are light canceling and like going back to sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
I also feel like we missed a lot. Like there was one point where we cut back to Cameron Diaz and Jude Law, and I'm like, what do you mean it's been 3 days? Where did the rest of the fucking time go?
That's what I said this earlier. Like it's only telling half the story.
Right.
So every time it goes back to them, like there's been a passage of time. You know, like there's been some stuff, and it's kind of the funnier, fun stuff, right? Like it's like, oh, you find out they sleep together, but it like doesn't even show them like much, like even like getting like working up to it or it being funny or having like
they don't even show them having sex, which is just upsetting.
I agree. But then later, like when she goes to meet him at the bar, right, with his friends, it shows her meeting him there, and they're having a good time for like a minute, not even. And then the next time we see her, she's wildly hungover the day after.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, that was probably like fun stuff. They probably like, I don't know, there's probably silly shit that went down, but it fast forwards things like that. But like, we'll show Kate Winslet doing laps in the pool.
Right. Exactly. I'll tell you one facet of the story that I actually did that like was the part that actually hooked me of the movie.
Arthur Abbott.
Yeah. Played by Eli Wallach. He's just like this old dude who used to be like old time like
Hollywood
writer who's like Kate Winslet like endears herself to because she like finds him like lost in
he lives in Cameron Diaz's neighborhood.
Right. And I don't know, it's all really sweet to me. It's
everything about that storyline was great.
Everything about it is
but great. I would argue like
unnecessary.
Totally slowed the movie down, but in those instances, every time I went back to that storyline of her like kind of like helping him and him kind of like learning to love again or whatever, like
learning to live again.
There it is, learning to live again.
It's been 40 years.
How long have I been asleep? Yeah, that's like legit what it was. But every time I went back to that story, I loved that story, but also probably added half an hour to the movie.
Sure, and doesn't. Well, I mean, the only thing it really does for the main plot is that it endears Jack Black and Kate Winslet to each other.
Right, they bond over that.
Right.
It's not straight up like, my girlfriend doesn't love me, my ex-boyfriend doesn't love me. It's
although I will say, out of the two relationships, the Jack Black and Kate Winslet one is probably the more undeserved one.
I don't know that it's undeserved. It's certainly less interesting, right?
Right.
Like I don't know. Jude Law is like, they make Jude Law so saintly in this movie, and it's like, but he's still like a bad boy who goes out and has fun
with an asshole face,
with chronic asshole face,
with
a condition scientists are now referring to as asshole face.
Plus, like, the whole Jack Black thing, like, he's hanging out with her, and they're at, like, the video store or whatever, and it's, like, clearly, like, romantically, like, tilted, right? Like, this, like...
Yeah.
Right.
It's flirtatious.
Right. Yeah. And then he sees Maggie walking down the street when she's supposed to be away with, like, with a movie or whatever. He sees her walking down the street with another dude, and he, like, runs out of the video store and gets, like, up in her face and, like, being like, oh, what the hell?
And she's with a really tall,
handsome dude,
model-y looking dude.
Right.
And she kind of, like, makes hand motions at him and then makes hand motions at Jack Black. And we just narrated it as, like, but he is just better.
He just looks so much better than you do.
He is just better. So, I mean, like, she points to him, and I imagine her being like, but look at you.
And look at him.
And then she points back to him, and it's like, but then also there is him. And
but my problem with it is that Jack Black is so heartbroken that Maggie's with this other dude. Meanwhile, he's with this other girl.
Basically on a date.
Right.
He's basically on a non-sexual date. Right. He's having an emotional
affair.
Like,
if you will, but I won't.
But if your significant other was like cruising through a video store with like a latte,
like trying to make the girl that he's with giggle the entire time,
be like, oh, we're through.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is over.
Wow, this is so over. Very much done. Very okay. All right.
I don't appreciate you or what you've done here. You okay?
I like thinking of it in that context.
Right. It's ridiculous.
Like, whoa, who really is the monster? It's still her. It's still Maggie. But maybe both
Time's
of them.
The monster.
Claims us all.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it though?
We're going to die.
Wow, everyone is going to die.
Oh God! Don't say it like that. That sounds like a threat. Jesus Christ, Matt.
That does sound like a weird threat. Everyone is gonna die.
Jesus Christ. All right. Back on the rails.
Well, wait. I was gonna say I'm pretty drunk, but let's hit the beer real quick because we didn't hit the beer at all yet.
Oh, we drank the Two Roads Holiday Ale. It was it's good. It's about 7.3%. It's like a spiced holiday ale.
I gotta tell you, I don't know what's in it. I think I had an allergic reaction to it while I was drinking it because I kept getting like really itchy around my eyes and like swelling up with like hard to breathe. But like I finished all of my beer.
I thought you were just getting like the regular sweats.
No,
like, I didn't realize that was an allergic reaction. I thought that was just like a
fat guy reaction.
I didn't say it.
I didn't need to.
Yeah, I don't know what could have been in it. I'm allergic to everything, and I was cool.
That's true.
As a cucumber.
Are you allergic to cucumbers too? You
No.
can't even use that phrase.
I thought it was really good. I liked it more than the 2 Xmas from last week.
I liked it more than the 2 Xmas, but it was not as good as Seriously Bad Elf.
I agree.
Seriously Bad Elf, while more spiced and more malty, I enjoyed more.
Yeah, best Christmas beer so far, I would say.
So far.
Yeah. Hey,
all right.
All right, so that knocks out the beer.
But yeah, so I'm a little drunk.
That's okay. Do you want to do favorite character?
My favorite character is Arthur.
Yeah, dude, mine too.
First of all, great actor. Like that guy, I really like.
I'm also like a sucker for like cute old man storylines,
Of course.
though.
Sure.
Of learning to live again. Like,
Learning to love again.
I don't know, is that a song?
I don't know, man.
Did you write that just now?
No, I think it's like.
You wrote that song? For me?
Shut up. He's also in like one of my favorite TV shows of all time that was like unceremoniously canceled before its time.
What?
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
Was he on Studio?
Oh yeah, he's in one episode where he plays like a daughter. He actually plays an old-time Hollywood writer in that too.
Typecast, am I right? He's my favorite too. That scene at the end where Kate Winslet brings him to like the Writers Guild thing that he's supposed to be honored at or whatever.
Yeah, it's a ceremony for him.
And he doesn't want to go because he's afraid that only like 10 people are going to show up. And then he's going to have to walk up with his walker and look like an old man.
A doddering old fool.
And he gets there and the lobby's empty. And you're like, oh shit.
No one is here.
No one is here. And then they open the door and it's fucking packed out. And everyone's like like roaring applause.
Standing O.
And they play the theme song that Jack Black wrote for him, which I couldn't hum.
I actually did not catch that.
They did. It was delightful. And he walks up, and he doesn't use his walker, and then he walks upstairs without the walker because Kate Winslet's been like working out with him.
They focus on
over
the stairs.
2 weeks, I might add.
They focus on the stairs, and me and Garrett immediately like, stairs, my one weakness.
How did you know?
It's also funny because they did not prepare for stairs. He just thought he would have to walk across the stage.
True.
And they focus on stairs and it's just like, what's he gonna do?
He just turns around.
Well, good night, everybody.
Just fucking walks out with his finger up in the air.
You fucking assholes.
No one said stairs. No one ever said anything about stairs. Fuck you, stairs. Fucking stairs. Anyway.
He just mutters on his way.
Fucking stupid.
You and your fucking stairs.
Everyone applauds him out.
Arthur, everybody.
Keep it going for Arthur Abbott, everybody. But that moment was so uplifting and cute.
Yeah,
and
really,
it's
really
the same moment where just before that, Kate Winslet actually, let's talk about this for 1 second. Jasper, the dude she's in love with who's engaged and doesn't love her back, right? Flies to LA on Christmas.
Yeah, what?
On a whim to surprise her.
Also, how does your fiance not notice
That's
that you're
what I'm
not
saying
there
to
on
you.
Christmas?
He's like, I just had to see you. And it's like, Christmas Day, you're engaged. And that was $1,000 flight.
At least.
Like, on the holiday.
Yeah, on last minute.
Last minute. Are you fucking nuts? That's that triumphant scene with Arthur happens just after that scene where Jasper comes. And she basically finally tells Jasper, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck off.
You're a monster. I don't need you. Like, I don't give a shit.
I'm finally not in love with you anymore.
Right.
And that's like a huge moment, I guess.
Dude, would you say that was like part of how she found herself? Say yes.
I wish you were dead.
Say yes.
Please say yes. Yes, that is how she found. That's the ultimate moment where she found herself.
Well, that was like her turning point for herself, right?
She like closes the door and she like screams or whatever, and it's like this big moment where she's like, "Oh wow, look at me, I did it."
And then she rides that out and is like, "Now I have to focus on my actual priorities, like helping a friend," and that's Arthur. So she goes with Arthur to the show, and then it's all triumphant and shit. And then she's sitting there while he's giving his speech, and it's like a really nice speech.
Chariots of Fire.
And then Jack Black comes in, like runs in. He made it last minute,
And he's just like, "Hey, it's over, by the way."
like immediate resolution. He's like, "Hey, you ditched your monster and you're in love with me. Cool, because I did the same thing. Cool, all right,
Me
sweet.
too.
Hey, would you go out with me on New Year's?" And it's like,
"Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to be back in England.
He's
I'm
like,
going to be back in England."
Cool, I'll be there too.
Yeah, I'm just going to come.
And I'm fine with that, actually.
I'm actually fine with it too, but like it's kind of presumptuous. Oh, so like if I'm in England too, can we go out? Actually, I'm busy that night.
Oh, I'm totally seeing my friends who I haven't seen for weeks.
Yeah. Maybe like the 3rd. I'll be around the 3rd.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he's my favorite character by far. I would say Kate Winslet is actually my second favorite character.
I was going to ask you if you had to pick one of the 4, who would be your favorite character?
I think Kate Winslet.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Same.
Then probably Jude Law, then probably
Jack Black,
and
then
Cameron Diaz.
Yes. Okay, we're on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's almost nothing to hate about Jack Black. He's just kind of...
He's just there.
He's just there.
He's like a little funny here and there,
Yeah.
but he's not like, hey, don't blow away.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Also,
What?
like...
Don't blow away.
Yeah, that's like their little thing back and forth in the beginning. Because like the winds are like super high. It's the Santa Ana winds or whatever in the beginning in California.
I missed that entirely.
Yeah, and she's like standing outside and he's like, hey, I'll see you later. And she's like, see you later. And he's like, hey, don't blow away. And then the next time they say goodbye, it's really windy again. And he goes to leave and she goes, hey, don't blow away. And I thought that was actually kind of cute. But I think the rest of the time where Jack Black's trying to be charming, I was kind of like, come on.
Come on, man.
Stop.
You're shallow Hal.
He was shallow Hal. Come here.
Come here!
Did you yell that? Why did you yell that?
You're supposed to yell it.
Did you have to yell it at me?
I didn't yell it at you.
Well, it felt like you yelled. I mean, I'm the only one here.
I'm the aggressor in this situation.
You're acknowledging it. Good. So, yeah, I mean, that's favorite character.
Did you have a favorite line in the movie? Me neither.
I actually kind of like. I like the Jude Law's daughters are super cute. So most of the shit they said was like really adorable.
Everything about Jude Law's daughters were great.
At one point, they go, "We never have grown-ups over that are girls." I really liked it.
Right.
Like shit
Really
like that.
sweet. They were
really
both
adorable.
not annoying kids either, which is a nice thing.
No,
Like
super cute. I feel like British children are easier to watch. Also, is that the
unless
thing?
they're like they've got that Cockney thing. Hello.
You're a blizzard, Barry.
Who's a Blairy and why is he a blizzard?
I don't know.
All right.
You know what I was trying to do.
Fancy a
Oh, what?
fish and chip. I don't
Do
know.
children speak that way?
Oh yeah, man. Fancy a spot of tea.
Stop. Ooh,
Ooh, no.
stop. I don't think I had a favorite. Did you have a favorite line? There was
No.
nothing like stuck out that much.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Do you think it belongs in the genre?
Yes. This is
It's
this is right in the middle of the wheelhouse.
right down the alley.
Right down the alley.
Do you feel as though this was a good pick for a holiday month movie?
Yeah, I mean, besides the fact that the name is The Holiday, which doesn't necessarily, this could have been a movie that took place in the summer, and it still could have been called The Holiday because it's like
A vacation.
It's a British term for a vacation.
Right.
It's like whatever. But I mean, like the latter half of the movie is like pretty Christmassy. Like there's Christmas trees everywhere. Everyone's playing Christmas music. They're like, I think it totally works as a holiday movie.
I would say that other than the tree we see at
Jude Law's
house,
yeah,
no one references that it's Christmas all that much. Like even when it's there, even when it is Christmas, they're like, "Oh, and it's Christmas today," and that's it.
And that's the whole of it.
You know what I mean? There's no real Christmas spirit about it. It's just like, I feel like Christmas is just the backdrop and basically nothing else. I don't know. And even like New Year's, it ends on New Year's, right? And they all, this brings us to the bet. They all end up together.
Not in LA though.
Not in LA.
In London. In London. Well, outside of London.
In Surrey. Don't be a dick.
Surrey, you're right.
Yeah. You sound so ignorant and stupid and dumb, and I hate you for it. How could you not? Why would you? Why? It's Surrey, Matt. It's Surrey, Matt.
I don't know why you're being so mean. I just want to be loved.
It means that neither of us won the bet, which
Neither
is pretty
of us won the bet.
frustrating.
Well, that's all right. I mean,
we're going to flip a coin for, I guess, the next holiday one, which would be New Year's Eve.
listen. Yeah, but I mean, like, what other movie are we going to watch for New Year's Eve other than New Year's Eve?
New Year's fucking Eve.
Yeah. I would think probably the next actual one that we like probably Valentine's Day.
But, like, There's a movie called Valentine's Day.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Right?
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, maybe we'll flip a coin for Mother's Day.
Or Martin
wait.
Luther King's Day.
Fuck that. There's a movie called Mother's Day.
Oh, shit, there is. I didn't even realize. I thought you were, like, serious.
I don't think there's an Easter movie. That's
well,
necessarily...
we can find something.
All right. So that'll be the one we flip the coin for?
I
Jesus
guess. I don't
Christ. All right, so we both lost the bet. That sucks.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at my notes right now, and I forgot to bring up a bunch of things. Are we going to gloss over the fact that Kate Winslet tries to kill herself at the beginning of the fucking movie?
I think that was, like, in jest.
It was not in jest. She starts, like... She realizes that, like, the stove is, like, putting off gas, and she, like, puts out her match and just starts, like, breathing in real deep. And then, like, the doorbell rings. She's like, what am I doing?
The phone rings. Or no, the email. No. The email goes up? What happens?
No, the doorbell rings.
Oh. Who was at the door at that moment? I don't remember.
Fucking know. I just remember she's like, oh, no. Maybe it's, I don't remember.
I think it's the email for the house alert thing.
Because she opens the window and puts her head out, and she's like, low point.
Yeah, that was actually, like, I think it was meant to be funny, but hey, mental health is nothing to fuck with.
Not funny.
Yeah, that was, like, kind of a quick beat in the beginning, too.
Yeah, real quick. Like, literally a minute.
She might just off herself.
Yeah. There's also when she's, like, applying for the house swap thing, everything she types into the computer, she's narrating out loud. And that fucking drives me nuts.
Diaz,
yeah.
Like, where is your house?
Yeah.
And everything she clicks on in the movie, she's like, where's a country they speak English?
Oh, England. What town do you want to go to? This one sounds good. And I'm just like, what the fuck is fucking happening? There's nothing that annoys me more than
external, like,
exposition.
Self-dialogue. Like,
exposition or exposition through narration. That makes me fucking crazy.
I don't necessarily have a particular gripe with that. I think when it's excessive, I take issue, but I don't know. You got anything else?
Those were the three things that really fucking cartoon crying I don't care for.
Jude Law was a widower. They made
I didn't hate Jude Law in this movie. He was totally, I mean, he's affable and he's not relatable. I mean, he is relatable to some people, I would imagine, but you feel bad for him.
Right.
He's empathetic. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I agree.
Did
this movie die? Definitely not. It was on TV this week.
Yeah, you know what? You had said something. I was like, oh, you caught it on TV. And then, like, the part where she's telling Jude Law about how she never cries comes up. And I was like, fuck, I've seen this before. Where have I seen this before? And it was when it was on TV earlier this week.
It was on TV this week is when you saw it.
Do you think it should die?
No, I don't think so. I think it's
just nice and short answer, I guess.
It's just long, but I don't have any, like, actual, like substance problems.
I gotta tell you, substance problems. I'd be curious to see what it's like on TV and how much and what they cut out. That always kind of interests me to see, like, what's being shaved off.
I doubt anything. Probably just the one time that they say fuck.
Oh yeah, they really hammered that home, huh?
It's PG-13, so they can get away with one fuck.
And he goes, fuck, you need this more than I do.
Jack Black goes, well, fuck.
Right, of course Jack Black does.
Like, okay. At that point, if you're only allowed one, right? And it's not particularly comedic.
It count.
It wasn't particularly comedic.
No.
Like, come on. I don't know.
I also did not love when Cameron Diaz finally decides, like, oh my God, I do love him. Instead of, like, just riding in the car back to the house where it's a one road that he can't escape from, she decides to get out of the car and fucking run.
Well, he takes her back to that same spot from the beginning, and he's like, oh, miss, my car won't be able to turn around if I go down this way. And she just gets out and she runs. So it's the same walk she did in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
That took her a really long time in heels in the snow.
Mm.
And she does it again, but she runs it this time again in heels in the snow.
The one point that I did like was that midway through she stops and she's like,
yeah, that was. There were, like, little comedic beats like that throughout. Like, there was a decent amount of physical comedy with her, especially.
Well, Cameron Diaz is nothing if she's not physical comedy.
That's not. I disagree.
Really?
I think she's a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Show your work.
I've got nothing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Would you recommend it?
No.
I think I would.
It's totally, to me, it's like, it's something that's totally missable.
I think it had, like, warm moments. I think any movie.
I agree.
I think that if for no other reason the Arthur stuff, like, made me feel feelings.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's another movie with a similar storyline.
You ever see St. Vincent?
Yeah, St. Vincent's actually really great.
It's kind of the same. At the end of St. Vincent, when like the kid's doing his speech on like a saint, and he's saying that like, you know, Bill Murray's character or whatever is a saint. He's like, because that's what saints do.
Yeah.
And Bill Murray like walks into the full auditorium of people clapping and shit. It felt like that. It like made me feel that. Except for St. Vincent like actually made me cry. Like I cried.
Just a big old No, it's a really touching movie.
Oh, it's remarkable. I like.
And I don't actually love her either. Melissa McCarthy is not my favorite.
But she's incredible in that movie.
She's really great in that movie.
Anyway, I think I'd recommend it. I think I would. I think it was like cute enough. It's just fucking long. I think I would just warn anyone who's going to watch it.
Just so you know.
It's so fucking long. Hey,
drink while watching it.
Hey, just so you know, that's like almost 2.5 full hours. So don't be sleepy because you'll have to rewatch.
You'll probably have to rewatch this. Did you like it? I mean, we talked about it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. Yeah,
do you want to check Rowdy Tomatoes?
Yeah.
Should we look at Rowdy Tomatoes?
Yeah, we should hit Rowdy Tomatoes. Can I just guess broadly that the audience is this is one of the ones. I mean, that seems to be the case with most of these movies, but the audience has got to be significantly higher than the tomato meter in this one.
You are very correct. You want to place a bet? You not place a bet? Do you want to take a guess?
No, I don't.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
No, shut up.
The tomato meter is 48%. Pretty low.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say my opinion is much higher of it, but like pretty low. The audience score is significantly higher.
What you got?
80%.
Yeah. See, that's honestly like probably what I would have guessed. Like not double.
But I'm not giving it 80%. Like in my personal opinion, you giving it 80%?
No, it gets like a 70 for me. It gets like a C.
Mm-hmm.
Like I liked it enough, but it wasn't like. I don't know that I would ever be like, ooh, the holiday.
Oh, let's watch this one again.
Stop surfing. That's what I want. Go back. Oh no, go back.
No, you got to see this one part.
Unless it's the Arthur part.
Well, that's right, I guess. All right. So that being said, where do you think you rank it on your list? Hang on, pulling it up.
My feeling is that it's gonna be like second half.
Bottom half.
Yeah.
Just remember, after next week, we get to restructure it all. So I mean, you could really put it anywhere.
It's number one then.
Oh my god!
It's not.
It's never going to be number one.
Never going to be number one. Nothing beats Moonstruck.
You
hear me?
I will say, way better than What Women Want.
Oh yeah.
And by way, I mean like probably like 2 spots, but I don't know.
Can you? I don't know. I would say definitely better than The Sweetest Thing, which is another
Cameron D.
I gotta tell you, I think this is like. I think it's gonna be like a 13 for me. Yeah, it's 13. It's gonna be just below Pretty in Pink and just above A Bad Mom's Christmas. Number 1 is still gonna be Moonstruck for me, and my number 24 is gonna be Made in Manhattan Forever and Always. So, you know what I realized before you tell us? Next week is going to be the Christmas episode, and it's going to be the 25th episode, and it's going to come out just before Christmas, which is the 25th of December.
Or is it 25th? Oh, shit, that's right. We've timed this very well.
I know.
And the New Year's episode is going to come out on New Year's Eve.
It is, yes.
Holy shit. You guys, Merry Christmas and a fucking Happy New Year.
But like not yet. But like
soon. Soon, though.
Where do you put it on your list?
I'm going to put it towards the bottom. But
untoward.
I think this is going to be, sorry, I'm not talking to the mic. I think this is going to be probably my number 15. Yeah. I think this is going to come after Enchanted and push Pretty in Pink once down the list.
Okay. And number 24 for you is still going to be Made in Manhattan.
As always.
And number 1 is...
Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
At some point, I feel like...
That might have
to go.
Okay.
That might move.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. I had a good enough time, but not necessarily because of the movie, because I was watching with my best friend.
Who? There was someone else downstairs with us?
Oh.
There was...
Wow.
Do you see what I did?
You made me feel bad about calling you my best friend, so I'll never do it again.
Mission accomplished. Yeah, no, I don't disagree with your synopsis. I think I would have enjoyed it more if it was like 90 minutes long.
Yeah.
But anyway, you got anything else for this one, man?
Nope. Take us home, Garrett.
I think we've totally murdered this one.
I don't think we did. You're being a dick.
Murdered it. Dead.
Take us home, Garrett.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to this episode of Drunk Guys on Chick Flicks. Next week will be the Christmas episode. It'll be available on Christmas Eve, which is Monday the 24th next week. It's probably going to be Love Actually, but no promises. It's going to be Love Actually. We're definitely going to watch Love Actually. So, thanks for listening. Hope to see you next week. If you have any suggestions or any comments, or if we fucked anything up, you can tweet at us at DGOCF on Twitter. You can email us at drunkguysonchickflicks@gmail.com. There's a Facebook, but who fucking knows? And there's an Instagram. We have an Instagram that is Drunk Guys on Chick Flicks on Instagram. So, harass us any which way. And we'll see you guys next week. Happy holidays. Hope you guys got all your presents and what the fuck ever. And see you guys next time.
Goodbye.